You're not going to believe this because I'm so normal and so ordinary. But I was on the stage at the age of 4, and my mother was a model, so I modelled with her, and I sang and danced all the way up to, you know, whatever age.
Well, then your argument's answered.
Oh, Sherry, look! Oh. That was last week, by the way.
Still showing your knickers,
and it's still showing my knickers at that age. But the thing is, I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, I grew up quite I only knew tulle and sequins. That's all I knew all my life. And the first time I went on stage and did a tap dance, I didn't go to the toilet because I was so scared, and I weed all over the stage. So you see, it's all right because I've not got, you know, there's no problems with me now. I don't come on here.
You're not going to wee. You're not going to wee.
No, I don't wee.
I'm right next to you when I'm wearing silk.
I know, no. Well, I don't know.
But Colleen was on the stage at a really...
I was. My first appearance ever was when I was 2. And I went on at the... look, oh. Because I'm singing Show Me the Way to Go Home, and I'm in a working men's club. Yeah.
At 2, you were in a working man's club?
2 years old. We used to do 4 spots a night, 6 nights a week, all up and down the country. But it was different, I guess, for me, because it was my whole family. There was 10 of us.
They were all there.
So it was better to me to be with the whole family. And I didn't know any different, you know,
well,
from the
I
age of
didn't.
2,
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know any different. I don't know what real life is like.
Well, I think...
Now I do. Now I do, sitting next to her.
Don't you think that all mums want their daughters... My mother, I mean, look at me. Do I look like ballerina material?
No.
No. And I can't, you know, I can stand up, but I can't pirouette or anything. But when I was about 6 years old, my mother decided, because my godmother had trained as a ballet dancer, stop sniggering. I should do ballet, and I was sent to ballet classes for about 2 years.
Can you
Obviously,
imagine
I was hopeless. I had no idea. And after I failed at ballet, my mother went, "Oh, well, that didn't work. Let's try tap." And I think it's because back in the 50s, there were all these great big musical films. They were hugely successful, all starring people like Gene Kelly and
Fred
Astaire. And our parents and grandparents saw these films. They wanted their children to be like that. And obviously,
I think there's a certain romance that people feel about fame and movies and dancing, and there's all this glamour. But like the reality of it, as I was saying earlier, was that, you know, Rob, because he became famous at 15, there's a certain level of stunting that happens when you become famous in a stage where you're learning all these life skills as a...
There he
is.
Yeah.
There he is. He was 15, which is so young. You just forget how young 15 is. He still wears that outfit at home. And, you know, like, he was, you know, I've joked about him not going to the market or not knowing how to drive, but the other day I pulled out a cucumber from the fridge and he asked me what it was. And I told him it was a cucumber. He said, "Oh, I didn't know because I've only ever seen them sliced." So,
Let's not go there. Wowzers. Do you mean that he's remained a boy and not grown up into a man?
Because I think he's only had them in salads where they've already been sliced for him. I don't think he realizes they come in a full form.
Well,
I hope
he
he
does now.
I hope he's not like that about other things.
No, he is not.
But does he know about hoovering and washing up?
Oh, God, no. I mean, no. No, not at all. I mean, he wouldn't know how to change a light
that
bulb.
on fame.
Well, I just did.
For more Loose Women action, click here. And I'd subscribe if I were you. It's totally free, and it means you'll be kept up to date with new videos and exclusive YouTube content.
And then she sat there and said to me one day, "Yeah, but the difference between me and you is he wouldn't do that to me."
Oh, how horrible.
In other words, I mean, look at you, but he's not going to do it to me. So you know what I did? I slept with him again that night.
Did you tell her?
The worst thing is, the next day I went, "He did."